Why are we suddenly in a restaurant? I thought we were recording the episode. Who teleported us?
You said you're hungry. I assumed this was intentional.
Okay, but who put this chef hat on my head? I don't remember consenting to this role play.
Maybe the universe wanted us to experience food before talking about it. Method podcasting.
Oh my god, I love that. We are like inside the episode already.
Please stop shaking the table.
Alright, since we appear to be trapped in a multiversal restaurant where every cuisine exists at once, I guess today's theme is food. Food in movies, food in cultures, food in whatever this place is.
Then let's treat it like our final meal together before takeoff. A journey through the films that taste like the countries.
Yes, let's eat the cinema.
That is not physically possible, but let's begin anyway.
Okay, first dish is Chef, a movie that basically asks what if quitting your job instantly fixed everything. Carl gets roasted in one online review and he has a meltdown so public even Twitter would told him to calm down.
He ready, rage quit, and rage cook.
Exactly. He loses his job, starts a food truck, and suddenly life is perfect. If that worked in real life, I'd have opened like 12 food trucks by now.
What would you even sell?
Emotional support sandwiches. Anyway, the food in this movie looks like it costs $80 per bite, even though it's made in a truck that probably smells like motor oil. His son becomes his social media manager because apparently all movie dads have the tech skills of a potato. But the bonding actually sweet, and the grilled cheese is so cinematic. I swear I could smell butter through the screen.
The movie really shows how food can rebuild relationships.
Yeah, chef says food is love and healing. Meanwhile, the next film says food is therapy but also panic. The next one is Julie and Julia. Cooking as coping mechanism. Julia Child reinventing herself at 40 by mastering French cuisine, which is comforting if you're behind on your life timeline. Julie, meanwhile, is basically doing the original challenge vlog, 365 days of butter.
Honestly, the best kind of challenge vlog.
The two storylines mirror each other like an emotional sandwich. Two layers of existential dread with cooking in the middle. Both women realize if you chop onions long enough, you stop thinking about death. Beautiful. And finally, the founder. The capitalism explained through Burger's film. Ray Kroc says the McDonald brothers invent fast food efficiency and reacts like he just found a cheat code to real life. Then he speedruns corporate expansion.
It's the least appetizing food movie, but the most accurate.
Exactly. If chef is food is healing, the founder is food is legally questionable scalability. Together, they show the full American food spectrum. Follow your passion, find yourself through cooking, and also maybe accidentally build an empire.
It's giving culinary multiverse.
Correct.
Now let's work over to France, where cooking becomes art and even the potatoes have elegance. First one is Haunt cuisine. Hortense, a countryside home cook, gets chosen as the personal chef to the French president. It's like being hired as Gordon Ramsay's therapist. She brings sincerity and warmth to a place full of politics and jealousy, and the contrast is beautiful.
She really said, I'll fix the government using butter.
And honestly, it worked. Petit fours, truffle dishes, and one fish's meal makes you can feel her heart in every plate. The first show how food can remain honest even inside complicated systems. The next one is delicious. Priya Mansaran quits working for the aristocracy after one humiliation too many. Relatable, honestly. He goes home, meets a determined woman named Louise, and together they basically invent the first restaurant in French.
Wait, they invent the restaurant?
The modern concept of one, yes, the food revolution, human and the warmth of two people trying to make something meaningful in a time of social change. And finally, Ratatouille. Remy the rat's dreaming bigger than most humans. He sneaks into Paris' kitchen, teams up with Linguini, and cooks secretly while a human pretends to be talented.
That's teamwork.
It is. And when Remy creates ratatouille for Ego, who is the critic melts, not from flavor alone, but from memory. French food films often show this. The taste is tied to who we are, who we loved, and who we might still become.
Friends really said, your trauma, but make it delicious.
Exactly.
Okay, now we are going to China, where food is basically a love language, a memory bank, and sometimes a coping mechanism for heartbreak. First, Chongqing Express. This isn't about flavor, it's about feeling. Pop 223 eating canned pineapple like it's emotional first aid. Cop 663 drinking the same coffee to keep himself together. Food becomes identity, like their seasonary, their loneliness with routine.
That's so tender.
Yes, it is. It's like they're talking through snacks because words are too heavy. Next, the wedding banquet. Here, food moves from personal emotion to family chaos. The banquet becomes a battlefield of tradition, expectations, and love that's too complicated to say out loud. So instead, they serve it.
Peak Asian communication.
Exactly. They don't talk about their problems. They eat them together. And somehow it works. Then, eat, drink, man, woman. Masterpiece. Master Chu cooks every Sunday dinner as if flavor can protect disappearing traditions. His daughter challenges old values, chase their futures. And the dining table becomes a tiny model of society changing. Food equal generation tension, food equal resistance, and food is I love you, but I don't know how to say it. So here's more soup.
That's accurate.
Chinese films show food as memory, family, society. Food isn't just food, it's how people survive life.
Okay, time for Japan. Where food cinema is calm enough to lower your heart rate. First, Little Forest. Cooking with seasons, cooking slowly, cooking as therapy. It's basically the opposite of burnout.
I could use that lifestyle.
Same. Watching her roast chestnuts or make jam feels like a deep tissue massage for the brain. Next, Happy Happy Bread. Soft lighting, soft bread, soft emotions. A cafe where everyone heals slightly after eating carbs.
Carbs are emotional medicine.
Correct. Finally, midnight dinner. Midnight diner. Simple dishes, tamago, miso soup, potato salad. But each one carries some story. People walk in strangers, eat, talk, and become something like a temporary family.
Meals as connection.
Exactly. Japanese food films aren't flashy. They are quiet, atmospheric, and they slow you down until you can feel out your heartbeat again.
Well, travelers, this brings us to the end of our culinary journey and the end of today's very unexpected restaurant experience.
Please remain seated until your appetite has fully settled, and maybe until your thoughts do too.
Yes, because we want to thought. Tell us everything. Favorite food, movie, comfort meal, the dish, the emotionally held you. Drop it all in the comments.
Or don't, but you should, because data is useful.
Seriously though, we actually read your comments. So if you want more food episodes, fewer food episodes, or want us to review a movie about, I don't know, sentient donuts, tell us.
We'd love to hear which country's food cinema resonated with you, or which dish from today's movies you'd want to try.
Or which one you want to cook together with us. I mean, not literally with us, but like spiritually with us.
Interpret that however you want.
Anyway, thank you for dining with us on Movie Passport. You've been wonderful guests.
Eat well, take care, and stay warm.
And wherever you go next, may your meals be excellent.
Until our next adventure, whenever, wherever, this has been Movie Passport.
Bon appétit
Bon
and
appetit.
Bon
see
And see you
appetit.
next time. And don't forget,
Leave us a comment.
bye.
Bye.
Bye
bye.
bye.